So you know who you are, and then you know what to do. And then you have to understand how to do. And then you understand how to do without expectation. No? And then you have to learn how to keep doing it. That's the missionary, no? Missionary is incredible.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to anybody in the world, maybe another planet listening in. Thank you for listening in into the Kundalini Awakening Podcast, from Karma to Dharma. Today, I have somebody who has inspired me very, very much. I met him for the first time in January during a seminar weekend in Slovenia. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, you can look like that when you're 60. And I was sold. I just wanted to learn from him. So I want to welcome Sadhana Singh to today's podcast, a Kundalini Yoga teacher and teacher trainer from Italy. Very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very honored. Thank you.
Satnam.
Satnam.
How did you get so healthy and physique? Because you're 60, but tell us the magic, the routine.
Yeah, um, there is no trick, and this is what you see. But I go like everybody up and down in different states, physical and not just physical. But okay, I had a long history in sport because I was coming from there, and I did a special school for this, motor science. But then, thanks to God, toward 24, 25, I met Kundalini Yoga. I mean, yoga. And then I was searching for something else, and I arrived to Kundalini Yoga. So for the first period of time, I polarized. So I didn't think about train the body anymore, but I was very much in my yoga, in my sadhana for really kind of 2 decades. And was important, was needed, but then I saw that, I mean, I lost a part of me, no? I mean, also the really the care of the body in a beautiful way, like, I mean, a yogi way, just to be good, to be healthy. So I start again to give myself the opportunity to have some moment during the day, which is very short time. I mean, 20, 25 minutes per day, especially in the afternoon, just to have a overall body check and do something to keep up, no? Because it's also our responsibility to be fit enough to serve in the future, no? So I think that the key is this. I mean, what is functional for us? What is my intention? And in order to do so, you need something to keep up, something to live, something to keep up. So that's my thing. That's my motivation.
Thank you. So you just introduced the concept of serving now,
Yeah.
and that really touched me. How have you served? And when did you realize I'm here to serve?
Yeah. Um, wasn't just from the first day. No? I mean, when you are in life, you are young and you are looking, even for yoga, you are looking for yourself. You feel that you need something. You feel that, I mean, cannot be just what you have in your mind. No, it should be something bigger and wider horizon. No? And then slowly you understand that the happiness that you are looking for, it's a kind of mirage, no? I mean, you want to do things so you can be satisfied and happy for yourself. And then you understand that there is no way. No, even if you really say, I want to be happy, I mean, make other people happy and maybe you can feel this atmosphere, no? So you are really happy when you start to give what you have to others. The problem is this. The problem is to find really what you have to give to others. But the good news that everybody has something to give, even me. So that's the thing. There
Wow.
is a way to say, I mean, all my schools, since I was very little, they were with priests and nuns. So up to 15, 16 years old, I was just Catholic school and mass every day and Jesus Christ, which I'm still very devoted to. But how I can tell you, I learned a lot. And one way that they were saying to us, no, that the divine providence, it finds its own way. I mean, they are unknown this way. They can pass through anyone. And this is the most true things. If you do consciously, it's calling serving. No? So after some years arrived this concept, and at the beginning it was a little bit, filtered by the ego, and slowly was more real, more simple, more humble and beautiful, no, in itself. Otherwise, what the life is for.
Tell to Let's imagine the listener. They're still looking to have this happy life, and then maybe they heard this concept of serving before. But you're saying that okay, the ego is filtering, and but actually life is actually for serving. How did that transition for you, where you realized, hey, my ego tells me things, but that's not it. There should
Yeah,
be more. How did
yeah.
you realize that?
But I think the main thing for everybody, but also for me, was the pain, sorrow, because you see that there is no way out. I mean, you got what you want, and still you are not happy. Then you want more, you take more, and still you are not happy. So just to go also a little bit more in the topic of Kundalini, you have to have, I hope that the people that will listen to us, they have a sense of humor, a doses of desperation. Do you understand? You have to be a little bit desperate. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So desperation, in the really translation, what does it mean? No, desperate, without spirit. So you are helpless, no? And you have to find a different way to manage life, understand life, no? So I think this was my way, through pain, to sense of mm, cannot be this, no? So you search for something else that can open a little bit more the eyes, and then take some time, no, to digest it, to accept it, no? Yeah.
Hmm. And you went in this time of lack of spirit. Uh, that was about what 40 years ago. You've been on the yogic path for now,
Um, thir-
almost.
34, 35. Yes.
Yeah, 34. How did the world look at that moment? And if you wanted to find spirit out of, because you are a Catholic, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you deal with that? Like,
You know, um, I have something in my perception of dogma, which I cannot see dogma anywhere. So for me, it was a little bit easier. And actually, I didn't find so much difference. So if we want to look close to what we are trying to find in Kundalini Yoga, for example, any yoga, no, it's more or less the neutral mind, um, compassionate heart, and very open, neutral mind, no? So you can see the reality for what it is, but still you have a heart. You are not detached. You are maybe less attached, but involved, no? And this is the Christ consciousness. So we can call it in other ways, but I don't see big difference. So, and it's not that I'm Catholic now. I'm just a fan of Jesus Christ, not of the church, no?
Ah,
You,
huh.
you understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand. The consciousness of Jesus Christ, not the structure built around it.
Yeah, yeah, and the same in Kundalini Yoga. I mean, what we are speaking about love. I mean, the ultimate thing is this, is love, no? I don't know the people that listen to us. Maybe this is between me and you. I mean, you know the Japji, this thing that we read in the morning, no, in the sadhana, which is a poem, fantastic. I mean, everybody recognized, not just from the Sikh tradition, not just from the yoga. And I had a teacher, a master, Guru Dev, and he was a Sikh, no? He was a Sikh, and he say, I don't consider myself Sikh, but in Italiano, in Italia, Jappista. So Japji, so it's just that I love the Japji. You understand? So everybody try to sense what you feel you belong to. And because at the end, what we belong to is the same, we call it in different way. But so I didn't find a big difference. No, was just more practical. Uh, I tell you something, the teaching, no, can be super abstract, but then I give you something that you can have an experience within. Maybe you cannot explain, but you grasp. No, you tell me, Sandesh tell to me, you know about compassion. I say, I mean, I know the word compassion. I don't know if I have the experience of compassion. So if you just tell me a story about compassion, yes, you can inspire me. But if you give me one little technique that in some part of me, I have this experience, it's another story, no? So
And
that's the beauty of and the difference, no, from religion and discipline. That's the beauty. It's very, very pragmatic thing. No, I mean, you speak about infinite, but it's always pragmatic. And if you allow me, you ask very good question. That's the problem. The person wants to answer. That there is also another thing. Every man, maybe you can, I don't know, be witness of this, no? He really comes to life with a huge dose of guilt. It's in the bones, no? And everybody somatize in a different way, no? But I mean, our ego is so strong that help us also to feel that we are guilty in some way, for no reason. And this is also another big difference. In Catholic tradition, this is the base. So I am guilty. I have to find a way to get out of this guilt, no? In Kundalini Yoga, that is, I mean, colored, imbued from the Sikh tradition. I don't know if you know, but it's good to tell to the people that in the 11 degradation, so how you lose your status of Sikh is to feel guilty. No way, because guilty for them doesn't exist. I mean, if you did something wrong, do something to recuperate. Otherwise, what? It's just an excuse to stop, no? So this is another thing that really uh, catch me, because this was a big topic for me and took a while, but this guilt was released.
so coming from the Catholic, you were given, or you, it vibrated this base of guilt within you, make it aware, and you feel it, etc. But it didn't give you the way out, and somehow on your way of searching for love,
Yeah,
Kundalini Yoga came on your path, and through experience, you understood, oh, this is might be my way out.
yeah, and it was,
Okay.
and it was.
And I heard that you were one of the earliest groups, right, to study from Yogi Bhajan himself.
I was very lucky. I mean, I am or the last, or I mean, almost the last generation, no? Because I arrived that he was still this. huge, strong man, but in the moment, I mean, the disease going down. So the fact is that after my generation, there are not people that they met him or they had a real relationship with him. So in some way, yes, I was very lucky to have these years to experience this direct relationship, and was something. Yeah.
And in those years, how did your practice look like? How did your life look like when you kind of in stepped into the world of Kundalini yoga, met this great master Yogi Bhajan? For a young man in Italy
Yeah.
with very strong Catholic reign, how you keep balance in life? Or
Look, I repeat to you, for me, it wasn't an incredible, I mean, shock. Was just that I sensed from the first moment that this was my thing, my life, my memory. They were there. The sound that I was hearing, they were already in me. What they were telling to me was a memory in me. So wasn't really a big shock. It was an incredible change. But I get into the discipline quite soon because, my name is Sadhana. And for the people that don't know, Sadhana is this entire, discipline that we do early in the morning, no? Exercise, breathing, meditation, very devotional. Um, and this, for me, was from the very beginning. And then I had this thing that the teacher that I had at the beginning, not Yogi Bhajan, the teacher, everyday teacher, he left at one moment he wanted to go away. So, and he left on me. So he say, okay, but now Sadhana, and I was very fresh. No, I didn't know nothing. I have some papers, one cassette, music cassette. You remember the music cassette? Nothing else. So he dropped me there, and he was sending to me fax. Every day that I had the class, he was sending me fax, which I couldn't understand was written then. I didn't have the music, no. And I felt that in order to do this, I have to practice in the morning. So it was just functional and was very functional to me. So it was easy. And I felt immediately, that I was feeling very good. With all the, challenges to change life, no? Because I was coming also from different kind of job. I was doing 2, 3 things together. And at one moment I was feeling that this wasn't my life anymore. So this is another thing, the transition. No, it's not just I am a practitioner of yoga and I do the lawyer. No, I am a practitioner of yoga that recognize that I don't fit in these things. I can do better if I just embrace this. And when you have responsibilities, children, whatever, you have to find a way to move from the life that you have to something that looks even almost impossible. How I can live through the yoga, no? And this was also another that happened quite soon, yes.
how long was your transition period after like the period of healing?
Yes, it was with the period of healing. You
Hmm.
understand? Because
Yeah.
when we were speaking before, me and you say, first there is a process of healing. Life sometimes is not that you can do, okay, now I find myself. You do meanwhile, no? So was everything together, no? And the transition was quite long. I took 4 to 5 years to completely, maybe also 6, to completely leave everything. No, leave everything. My old jobs, things, and settle down a new life. have the resources to do it. No, I mean, have enough income to live like this. No, and was the best choice of the life. I mean, another quality. No, and you do what you are.
So when you say the best choice of your life, what did it bring you? Where are you now? What have you manifested?
Where I am now, it's always me, and I look myself from within, and I have the pleasure to don't want to change me with nobody else because this is me. I mean, just that's it, you know. So this is the big gain, and I live a life that I do completely what I like, completely. It's not always fun, but it's what I like. So it's okay to go through different things. And as I told you before, um, it's like every day I go in one place, Sadhana, wherever. And that's what I share. I don't know if it makes sense what I say.
For me, it does. You just
Hmm.
follow the. If I understand you well, you follow where your heart brings you. You do what you're good at, and you share that.
Yeah. And because my attitude is very much today, I was with a student, I mean, more than a student, long time that cooperated also with me. And she was telling me, but if I have to define yourself, you are kind of researcher, which is true. I'm very much, I mean, I'm discovering the teachings, but I research a lot in me. No, there is, you find always more you go deep, more you find things. So I like to do this research in the space of meditation and in my life, and I like to share it, always uh, taking with the teachings. So I never report something that if I understand something, I put two things together. I go to see the teachings if I'm coherent with them. No, that's what I like.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And when you refer to the teachings, and many people probably do not really grasp that word, what are the teachings for you? Why is it so important to be coherent with that?
yeah. Imagine if we can, in a podcast, people that they were living 40, 50, 80,000 years ago, that they knew what the energy is, what is a magnetic field, they know how to read a person, they meditate, and be in this lineage of people that they have experience because they were observing themselves. Teachings are this, is the most ancient, primordial experience of the human, that they care of the little things and the spirit in order to leave a legacy so the humanity can prosper and be happy and be perpetual in the future. These are the teachings, if we want to see it universally. We in Kundalini Yoga, we jump into one session of this teaching, which is Kundalini Yoga. But I mean, Swami, Tai Chi master, I mean, I don't know, everything was there, no? And so it's a kind of flow of consciousness in which we tap in, no, we link, you say tune in, no? Is subtle connection with an ever-existing flow of consciousness to help humanity to come. Yeah,
And you said in the word for humanity to be happy and to be perpetual.
yeah,
Very important word, I believe. Because are you saying that if we do not stay in contact with that wisdom, we might not be perpetual if we follow the ego too much? I mean, is it so key to call out that word?
Sandesh, we don't want to bother the people today with what is happening in the world. But so if we just go on progress and technology, I always repeat this, so people have to forgive me. No, was an Italian guy during before Second War, that in some way was the responsible of the Project Manhattan. Project Manhattan was the nuclear atomic bomb, no? And he was an astrophysic, so it wasn't just astrophysics, so something beyond. So they asked to him different questions, and they say, but you say that for you there are other lives in the universe. You say, sure. And they say, why we don't have concrete proof? Good question, no? I mean, we are the only one in the universe? Not possible. I mean, this is super ego, too much space outside there. No, it cannot be. So he say, he remind to us the space. I mean, how you move 50 light years, no? I mean, see, any person, any civilization that has a technology such to travel in space-time to arrive from another galaxy or whatever, they already erase themselves. Do you understand? They already killed themselves. They already destroyed themselves. Because huge progress with not a proper consciousness, you kill yourself. That's where we are. So imagine how much today they are important, the teachings. Am I clear?
For me, yes. I just think about the rapid development of AI. If you just handle
whatever.
AI without any consciousness, it's
whatever. And imagine also that if the concept of yoga, no? Some days ago we were speaking about yoga, no? I mean, it's simple, no? I mean, union, I mean, very simple. In yoga, there is absolute not the idea of control. Yourself, others, whatever you control will kill you, okay? Look at us. We want to control nature. How you can control nature? We want to control human nature. So this is not the direction. So the technology, the consciousness is to integrate in the nature, is to see all the, variety, no, of the people and take the best. We do the opposite, no? So part of the process, but imagine just the basic of yoga, how can help this? And this is what I mean with perpetual.
And you surfing humanity. How are you now helping humanity, to integrate with this nature around us?
How I help?
Yes. What are you doing now? How does your life look like now?
I go, I don't want to the holiness Dalai Lama. I don't want to copy him because he say, you can do little action. No? You switch the light off. No? I give example. I am in the countryside. You will see soon, and we have water from the tub. Okay, that arrive from the comune. It's not super good. So there is one source of water, very healthy. So it's 8 years that I don't buy a plastic bottle. And me, every 3 days, I go there with the bottles of glass in line with the other people of the village, and I take the water. And this for me, for example, imagine 8 years, 3 bottles of plastic less per day. So some love in this way, you understand?
Yes, I do.
And I try to do this, and I try to go over myself, I mean, I see people, but I have to find something in these people. I have to find some love. So environment, people, and ourselves. We should try to find this wish to celebrate life. No,
Yeah.
I think it's this that can help, little things, and then never give up. No, there are a lot of situations that we do our best, we don't see result. Listen to this, Sandesh. This is something very actual for me. No, you do something and you cannot see really actual result in the things. No, the job is to don't get frustrated. Try other ways. Keep up. Go from another angle. Do better with yourself. Because maybe we will never see the result in this life. But maybe the seed that we are putting today, next generation or two generation after, they will work. I think.
So you're going with the flow, servicing where you can, help people find love or loving yourself, but not holding on to any outcome. Just
This is the beginning of the unhappiness. I mean, if we are looking for the outcome, we are normal people. No, we put the blood, we put the sweat, whatever, but we are not the doer. Another concept in yoga, very important, no? We are not the doer. We do, but we are not the doer. This is important to do. Otherwise, there is a big attachment and expectation for something. And this is yoga. In yoga, it's called karma yoga. So you do action, you do your job, no expectation for what it comes. You do for the sake of doing it because you trust that this in some way will bring a change.
and looking now back to your happy life, what are the changes that you can see now backwards? Like, okay, following this path when I really left everything to go full-time yogipreneur,
Yeah.
what can you really now say, okay, I've contributed to this, or this went through me and this was um,
You
achieved?
mean personally or with someone?
Or with your organization, or just like where you were part of, whatever you will
Uh,
feel proud of saying, okay, I can really say we did this together. Or
yeah, it's difficult for me because I keep going because by the grace of God, I manage to change something in me that I really thought was impossible. I was saying to myself, come on, Sadhana, I mean, this thing you will carry with you. I mean, this is stronger than you, no? This is some dynamic, some attitude, some reaction, no? That you think you have in the bones. I mean, this doesn't go away, no? And something very, very, very delicate and important and even strong and very also, I mean, dangerous, gone, gone. Maybe it's there someplace, but not anymore. So this is for me the motivation for me to keep teaching. Then I have to tell you that I saw changes in people, sure. I saw my service in the community, in the, I don't know, the organization of yoga that was bringing something. But if I go with my mind, then I have a very high expectation. If I go with my heart, I know that we are all connected, and what we are telling between me and you, Sandesh, and our relationship, there are a lot of people in the net, but no Wi-Fi net. I mean, in the net of interconnection of everybody. And you don't know. You will never know what can happen to the one in New Zealand that met one person that the boyfriend used something that heard from us. You understand? You don't know.
So it doesn't matter, actually.
And doesn't matter.
Yeah, beautiful lesson. I think it's what I feel with you. Just do what you feel you need to do, or life is inviting you to do, but don't hold to any outcome. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You have to have an intention. You have to have a goal. But it's there. Who told? I mean, God called me and he say, do this. No? Everybody felt from the master, from, I don't know, dream, vision. But it's not said you have to finish tomorrow and you have to gain money and the people, they should be everybody happy. This is not, it's not granted. And like the, I mean, Arabian people, the Muslim people, inshallah, I mean, it's him. This gives us also a kind of lightness, no?
Yeah, the Japji tells about it, right?
Yeah,
Universe
yeah,
keeps on giving to us until we are tired of consuming. It will always give us and grow. We can just relax into it.
yeah, yeah. And then you do your mission, you do your thing. I mean, that's where Kundalini Yoga comes, no?
Mm.
I mean, you have to know who you are.
Mm.
You have to know who you are in relationship with the environment and universe in which you live in. So you know who you are, and then you know what to do. And then you have to understand how to do. And then you understand how to do without expectation. No? And then you have to learn how to keep doing it. That's the missionary, no? Missionary is incredible. No, at one moment he has a vision, and he say, "Oh my God, that's it." I say, "What? That's it? You just felt it." No, no, this is my intention. He take the essence of the intention and he carry with him through time. This is a miracle. He never changed. Never change the essence of the intention of the mission. Doesn't matter what. He succeed, he fail, they kill him. He come back and he start again. How you stop a person like this? You can't. Because there is no corruption in this. You cannot change.
And currently, hey, could you share with us what you feel your mission is now, or the intention that you have for the
Oh my
coming?
God.
Is that something too secretive to share in this podcast, or?
I was thinking we have to do a simple thing for people, and this become, I mean, quite sophisticated. But I was very fortunate because I had a master that opened the eyes, and he was pushing me. No, I mean, he was really provoking me, and this yes, this no, that's your way. I mean, I was very fortunate. The rest of the life without him is to discover that what he said, it's true. It's really what is for me. So the mission of everyone is to accept the given circumstances, karma, be able to go through. More you go through, more you see your destiny, more you see your mission, no? Because you start to understand you have also some quality, no, to stand this. So in my case, it is teaching, but teaching is more a tool for me, no? I mean, teaching is a double thing. I can help people, but in order to teach, I help myself. So it's a win-win relationship, no? So my mission is to don't stop the research of human depth and capacity with compassion and keep sharing it. And more I go forward, more the people that can understand what I have to give is less. Because me, I'm going deeper. And this is another thing that I have to accept. Otherwise, just do something else, no? But because I like the research, and because without research, for me, there is nothing, no? Because everything is already there. You have just to find a way to touch it. So this is the research. And so this I can define, this is my mission with all the limitation, no? And yes, and that's it. Yeah. Including everyone, my children, my life, people around me, and paying bills, no? Driving a car, normal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I looked at some of your programs and your website.
Yeah.
Um, it's not teacher training, just teacher training. You've developed some more specific trainings, right?
Yes, because the research.
Yeah, that's the result of the research.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is very simple. We were speaking last time together. So the how you call it? There is a basic training which is excellent. No, the teacher training. You do a program to become a teacher. Teacher, instructor. Slowly. Teacher is another story. And has three levels. No, and this is very good, and it's coming to know the base of the teaching, understand more or less how to deal with them, and be able to deliver it, no, without damage. And keep the integrity, which is fantastic. Is super well done, and I love it. But what I discovered that although we were doing first level, second level, third level, from I think officially from 2000. 2000 for the first time in Italy was the official KRI, and I was the first with other people to do it. And then after years and years, I say, okay, I don't see big results. So I don't see really something that can make a huge difference. This is the basic. But then I understood a lot is left to you, Sandesh. You do a teacher training, and then, or you stay with it and it's finished, or you keep studying, training, whatever, no? And we saw that in order to practice correctly, to have the benefits, the people, they needed more time to understand how to practice. Because when we do teacher training, there is not enough time to understand asana, posture, to breathe properly. Who teach you to meditate? This is unknown. They tell you, look there and meditate, but you don't know. So we developed a course, long course, which is called Crystallizing the Diamond, which take care, a part of Yama and Niyama, which is the most unseen part of the teachings. So do's and don'ts, the basic way that you relate to yourself and to others. And then how to align the body, what is this sacred geometry that we can do with angle and triangle, so all the posture, the asana, go deep in the meanings of Kriya. We do 4 weekends just about understand what a Kriya is. And then the pranayama, very important, and pratyahara and meditation. So this is what we were thinking could help in order to benefit from the first, second, and third level of teacher training. And was helping a lot. The people, they managed to have something, no? More benefit, more growth. And then I say, okay, we look very much still in the 68, 70, hippie, no? And there is a old concept, that we have to be poor and how we integrate ourselves in the society. So how you can translate the yoga in practical life? You can earn money. You can be yourself as a yogi and go to holiday in Jamaica. Can you help others? No? So how you can translate your experience in the yoga and bring it into life. And this is what we call leadership and success. I mean, now we call it self-realization and self-expression. And was very good because was bringing to life. After a while, we are very trained with Yogi Bhajan in counseling, no? I took, I don't know how many counseling with him. And I said, that's what we need also. I mean, we have to be able to help others to do what we did, not just with teaching, but to a more close guidance. So we developed the counseling course, which is one of the most successful things that we do. I mean, there we see really a lot of result. You see immediately. And that's it. And then from pandemic that I am developing this subtle meditation. I wrote a book about it. So everything about subtle body and electromagnetic field, how we are integrated with everybody. I mean, we are connected all. So we did yesterday meditation with people from all over the world. Not Zoom, not Team, no Skype. Just we find in the space of the teachings, and the people go deeper in the meditation. They understand what is the space of consciousness of neutral, applied, intuitive mind. So it's a kind of process, no? You start with yourself. You have just to recuperate. You have to heal. Then you have to start to understand how to apply the technology. Then you can try to lead others and apply in life. And then you are able to guide others. And then you have to understand that you can do this without talking, without going, without meeting. You can talk with subtlety with Napoleon. No, I mean, yes, because then for subtle body, no time, no space. So if you look at it from individual consciousness, group consciousness, universal consciousness. So that's why we felt to do this, because the teachings that we have, the people they should know. I mean, teacher 10, level 1, 2, 3 is 25% of the teachings. The 75 that we have more, they are unbelievable. Just wasn't the time yet to pull it out, no? And that's what I like. This is really what I like to do, to keep researching, keep studying.
Wow, I feel so grateful.
Overwhelmed.
No, I don't think it's overwhelmed. I really feel the passion that you have to help make it understandable and approachable. I think the way you taught that I've experienced in Slovenia was very approachable. And I strongly believe that the times we live in require the word to be approachable. It's not this hierarchical thing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very needed. You're right, especially in this times when technology is developing so fast. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's I'm just very happy that teachers like you feel that calling and keep on doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if I can say something, you were speaking out. I mean, the passion, no?
Hmm.
And I had discussion with a teacher, no? Because I was trying in one day to explain what is the inner motivation to keep teaching, doesn't matter what, because will happen a lot of things.
Hmm.
You are a human being in life with problems, no? You have to overcome crises and things. Passion is not enough, because passion is like a couple, two lovers. No, passion, yes, is there, but as a time frame. And when it's tested from time or circumstances, go down. Then you have to transform it in something else, intimacy, love, or whatever you want. So, yes, passion is for a while, but then you have your first crisis of yourself. Then you have a second crisis toward the teaching, so towards someone. You know, you have your reaction, you have your up and down, sometimes work, sometimes not. No? Now teacher, they want people in the class. Me, I was sitting in one place, 1 year with one person, no person. 3 person, one person. After 11 years, all the people that they came through, they became teachers. 11 years, 3 times a day with the bicycle, go there. Doesn't matter rain or not. Then come back to the other class. You know, this is a little bit lost now, Sandesh. There is not anymore the thing, okay, I sit there, no, every day or I don't know, 3 times a week, doesn't matter what. Everybody they want to have something, no, a quick thing. For me, it's different. I come from another thing. No?
Yeah. It's I think it's called I think, well, I feel cathedral a building approach. You're building something, you're contributing to something of which you don't understand the result, the full result.
Yeah.
But you feel a calling, a mission to contribute. And for the sake of that just contribution, you just do it. And
Yes, and you don't know, Sander. Me, every day, I understand a little bit more why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know, I mean, these are crazy people. I mean, they don't understand completely what they're doing, no? Because it reveals to you. I mean, for sure, everybody saw Matrix. You remember Matrix? So Neo,
yeah,
they tell to him that he was asking, no, to the oracle, no? I say, you did your choice. Now you have to understand why you did your choice. And that's the mystery of life. No, otherwise, I mean, what is? I mean, a program in the computer, no? And this is the beauty. And slowly you understand more. Let's hope that before we die, we have a clear understanding of why we did what we did, no? This is the mystery. This is number 9. And this is very crucial in life. With that, we are solving problems. We have to understand everything should be clear. There is a margin, there is a part that what you don't know. And that's the beauty. All the yoga is to know the unknown. So go there. And then what happened, no? I know. You, Sandesh, you stimulate me. So now
no,
it's
that's
coming.
great. That's why
Now I
we're
start
having a
to.
podcast.
Now I start to open up. Yeah, yeah.
So let's start, because it's I mean, I think we will get you back here. I mean, there's unlimited depth here for sure. But I wanna let's focus to the world of listeners now. A lot deal with the desire to control.
Yeah.
Yeah. The desire to control. And technology is helping to control. We have this uh thought that we can control. What would you tell them if they listen?
First, you have to allow me. So next time you don't call me anymore to the podcast. Listen to this. Just
Yes.
one moment. So the people they can meditate a moment. I conjure chupain ajar Giornamangandenanja. This is the beginning of a little Shabbat that everybody knows is in the Japji. You have no power even to speak, to do. You understand? This is what we don't tolerate, to have not the power. And we want the power to control. So first period that I was listening to the Shabbat, I was just crying of frustration. I didn't know what was meaningful, no? And was telling to me, look, forget about it. Yes, but this is the problem. People come to yoga and they do yoga because they wish to obtain what they want and to have a control. It's very difficult to tell to them, look, we are teaching to you to don't control. If I want to be happy, please don't search for happiness. This is the beginning of unhappiness, no? So it's very difficult, but this is the thing. We are addicted, no? This is, everything is based on insecurity, and control is about this. And then it's a sabotage because we'll kill you, the idea of controlling. In our slang, when we speak, let's hope that tomorrow there is the sun. Absolutely, we like the sun, but if rain, can you enjoy the rain? I mean, imagine if we know every day exactly what happened tomorrow so we can be in control. The people that grow in consciousness, Jesus, Guru Nanak, yogis, whatever you want, they completely let go this sense of control. They are the most, first, unpredictable, because you don't know what they will say, no? But they also are open to the unpredictable. You understand? It's this, you don't come out of this unless you are bhakti. You have to do by devotion. Otherwise, you don't come out of this. Impossible. And controlling it's really the urge of each one of us.
Yeah, I think for me, myself, that's what I found in Kundalini Yoga, the devotion. I was raised in Buddhism, taught in Catholic school, and university in technology.
Yeah.
But there was no devotion that I could really find myself until I heard the Japji and understood, okay, there is something that I want to devote to. And I learned that the more space you let go of control, I mean, the more you let go, that's my understanding, huh? The more space you'll allow for magic to happen in life.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it, and you can flow it, because that's much better than just filling everything with control, plan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm.
If you allow me,
Yes.
put more in the deep yoga, allowing, not controlling, you are completely exact. There is something little bit more risking, but more opening, which is the tolerance. So I want to control because I know that I cannot tolerate what is going on. Me and you, we are good friends, and I want to control this relationship because I know if you go or you betray me, I cannot tolerate. Okay? So the yoga at the end is a training to tolerate. What does it mean? More you tolerate, more you can transcend things and you can experience more. So the yogis that they found different space of consciousness is because they tolerate oh my God, what is happening? I don't have control. I'm losing myself. No, I mean, the ego, the position, and they manage to go to see something else. The example maybe is we were doing shunya together, no? The silence. I mean, how you can create a moment in which the intellect cool down and you are not bombarded from thoughts and you find yourself, not the sacred space within you. If I take a person that is new and I put him deep in the silence, 99% of the time he could be scared to death because this is nothing, this is no life, this is death. I bring another person in the silence, you say, oh my God, finally at home. You understand the difference? It's a perception. But in order to go deeper in the silence, you have to tolerate the absence of thought, which give you the security. Because we use thinking to build up a story that make us secure. If I take out the story, what is left? Nothing. You come from Buddhist. I mean, what is God? Who is God? No, there is nothing. The ultimate thing is nothing in the nothing, nothing, nothing. No? So what you say, I am completely agree. If we want to raise the bar, it's very much about tolerance. And in yoga, start with yourself, no? I mean, okay, I'm also stupid. Okay, I'm also coward. Okay, can you tolerate? Then you can work it out, no? If you don't tolerate, you escape, you fight, you avoid. But if you tolerate, you give space to something. So that's the wish for everybody, no?
I'd say let's end on this because that's a beautiful teaching. No, thank you. It's very profound. It's tolerant.
Sandesh, but is this, no? I mean, why we teach? You are a teacher, no?
Yeah.
You teach because you can, in some way, be a vehicle to give a little bit more space to the people to be. A little bit. So they can breathe, they can be, they can stay. And that's the job of the yoga, our job. I mean, it's all about find the space within. But it's scary. It's scary. So you need tolerance. Uh-huh.
I thank the people who tolerated us for taking that time. But if you're still here, thank you for tolerating that.
Yeah.
Be welcome to try out our membership. We have a free tryout, so that's there for you. If you want to try out a teaching of Sadhana Singh, he has beautiful weekends in Italy and Slovenia. And the website, what is your website? We will put it in the description.
It,
Doesn't matter. We'll put it in
I
the link.
don't know.
It's okay. A true yogi doesn't care about the name for it. No worries. We'll put it in the link down here.
Yeah.
And you can find out more about crystallizing the diamond and
Whatever.
self-realization.
Yes.
I thank you so much for a beautiful, inspirational conversation, open, heartfelt. I'm very grateful that there's teachers like you. Thank you very much.
I'm grateful too. And a big greetings and embrace to all the people that they might be in touch with us through this. Okay?
Satam.
Satnam.